Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you how to sell an online course or event or essentially anything in the knowledge business area. So if you're a coach, if you're selling virtual events, if you're selling masterminds, if you're promoting workshops, if you're doing online courses, programs, one-on-one coaching, whatever you're doing in the knowledge business industry, then this video is most definitely for you. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through the main strategy that you need to be thinking about when selling online. And this is what's been successful for ourselves, selling courses and workshops and programs, but also for our clients, some of which are actually getting over 400% ROI at this current moment in time. And obviously, as we all know, things are very unpredictable at the moment. There's a lot going on in the world. So many of us are worried that sales are actually going to go down. And in some areas, yes, they will go down ever so slightly. But across the board with our clients, we have noticed when you're doing this strategy and the strategy that we're going to show you, you still get phenomenal results. And if anything, some of our clients are starting to grow at this moment in time. So this is the exact strategy that you want to be implementing for your business. Now, if you would like the full training and you would like to see inside one of our more recent case studies of a client who is at this moment in time, after just 2 months during all this uncertainty, is actually getting 400% ROI, then I will put a link in the description. You can go through and I'll show you inside her account. I can't really show you inside her account on YouTube, but I will show you inside that training. I'll show you inside her accounts. I'll show you her funnel and exactly what is working for her. So I'll also go into more detail about this training and about this strategy. But with that said, let's get started. So the main thing that you need to remember when creating and trying to sell any type of online business is online coaching business or online knowledge business. You need to make sure that you're following this strategy here. And it's this formula that we follow to date, and it is the most successful. People overcomplicate things online. It's actually more straightforward than you realize to sell digital products and courses and programs online. And that strategy is the right person at the right time with the right offer. And that sounds incredibly basic, but most of us get a few small parts of this actually wrong. And the first thing you need to do is you need to be targeting the right people. So you need to understand who your target audience are and what their needs and pains are. Now we're going to go a little bit deeper into that, but the first thing I actually want you to do is I want you to look at the platform that you are marketing on at this moment in time, or maybe you're thinking about marketing your course, but you haven't worked out where you should be. You really need to think about being on the right platform. So you have platforms like Facebook and Instagram. They're not really platforms people go on to make purchases. They're not really on there to actually make purchase decisions. They're not really on there to learn about anything new. Let me ask you a question. What do you do when you want to learn something? So let's assume that anybody in the knowledge business is teaching or educating or helping people in some way. People want information and they want support. Where do you go? When you have a question, what do you do? Now, typically, most of us do one of two things. We either Google it, and on Google, we see websites, but we also see videos from YouTube showing, and then we tend to look at those videos because we prefer to watch a video to find that information out as quickly as possible. Or many of us, being the second largest search engine after Google, we actually go to YouTube directly ourselves because YouTube is the prime place to go and find out how-to videos, to understand more about certain types of things. If I'm into fitness, I'm going to go there and I'm going to check about information. If I'm fixing the sink because I have a leaky sink, then I'm going to go on there and find out about how to fix a leaky sink. We literally go to YouTube or indirectly from Google to YouTube to learn anything new. We go on there to make buying decisions, to check reviews and get more information about products, but we also go on there as someone that wants to know. We have an intent-driven traffic. And that's the difference between the likes of YouTube and Google and the likes of Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Any of those platforms are interest-driven. These ones are intent-driven. And what do I mean by that? I mean the right time. I can get in front of the right person at the right time that they are actually interested in learning more or making a purchase decision. And that's the difference. Because if you're targeting people that you know are just generally interested in the subject, they follow certain pages, maybe they actually do that particular job. So yes, they're going to be much more interested than the average person in learning about what you're offering. but you can't get in front of that person. You don't know where they are in their journey necessarily. Maybe they're further down. Maybe they're not actually interested anymore. Maybe that hot, when they were red hot and they wanted to learn loads of stuff, they liked a lot of pages, joined a lot of groups, and now they're not really that active on knowing. They've cooled off. They don't really want to buy anymore. They don't want to learn so much. So therefore, you're just targeting people that are warmish. But if you get in front of people at the right time, when they want to learn how to do something, then that is massively hot. That's highly targeted. You're getting in front of the person exactly at the moment that they want to know something. And that is the right person. So we not only can find the right target audience in terms of where they're living, who they are, lots of different demographics that we want to go down into, but we can actually show our video ad to them. And this is the video ad, or we can do organic as well. So whatever you're going to do on YouTube, we'll get deeper into that strategy inside that training that I'm putting in the description. I don't want this video to be too long, but essentially you will be able to get your videos in front of people as they are searching for that information. And then what that will naturally do is that will filter people off to your offer. So now imagine if I'm targeting the right person, because I've worked out who my audience are. So you want to delve down into who your audience are more. Who are they? What are they watching? What are they on YouTube to watch? So what are they searching for actively? Are they footballers who want to actually watch football, or are they footballers who are actually playing football and want to learn how to kick more goals? In which case, what are you selling? Are you selling a training program on how to hit target more, tips and tricks to improve your goal kicking? Then essentially you're going to be targeting people that are actually playing football versus people that are actually just looking at football videos, not that interested. So you want to work out where they are, who they are, what are they watching, what is their need, and then more importantly, what is driving them? You need to go deeper into what you think it is. What is it that is actually driving them? Why do they want to kick more goals? So the deeper you can get into that, you can look at comments and you can start to understand. But essentially, as long as you understand the basics of what they're searching for, you can go deeper into the why later on. But the why will help you write your sales copy and your emails to get more of that emotional connection. Maybe they want to win goals. Maybe they want to be the top scorer. Maybe they actually want to play professional football. Maybe they just want to be able to celebrate in the pub and winning some trophy. Whatever that emotional connection is, maybe they want to get their family out of poverty. Who knows their reasons for wanting to play football. So your goal is initially just to get in front of the right people and understand where they are. So when you understand who they are, what they're watching, what their needs and pains are, it's going to make it easier for you to create the offer later on. So let's assume that you already have your idea for your event. Whatever knowledge you're going to teach them, be it in a digital course, whatever you're going to sell later on, we will call that the product. So we have the product here, but the offer is something different to the product. The product is what they need. The offer is what they want. So once we understand who our audience are, what are they watching, what are their pains, why do they need your product, and then the offer will be using the pain, the desire, and everything else, and then we can add scarcity. Now we'll go into the funnel again in that training in more detail. I'll walk you through the different steps of actually how you can target those people. But essentially the main part here is that you need to make sure you are getting the platform right in the first place. So if you are just paying for Facebook ads, or you're posting a lot on social media and that's disappearing each and every day, this is not intelligent content creation. The issue is that most people will actually just bash out content because they think that's what is needed. Whereas the likes of YouTube, you create a video and it stays there for years to come. If you do it in the right way, that video will continue to bring in traffic for years to come. They're not posts that just disappear. They are searched for and found, just like when people search and find things on Google. The same is true of YouTube. So you're actually building an asset that shows your authority, shows your knowledge, so people can know, like, and trust you. And that's the thing. As long as there's somewhere that you can show your knowledge, demonstrate you know what you're talking about, deliver value, which is something we like to call value-driven marketing, then you're able to very gently sell people. You're not having to go for hard sales. If you're trying to get me off of Facebook, this is something we like to call pull marketing. Whereas push marketing, if you're already actively looking, I can just push my product onto you and you're more likely to buy. But with pull marketing, like on Facebook and Instagram, no one's really on there to buy, so you need to try and hook me in, which is a more complicated type of sales for most of us. Most of us are not very good at sales in general. So if we're able to do it in a value-driven way, where people are actively coming to us, they already have the intent, they already have the desire to buy, then half your job is done, because you're in front of the right person, you're in front of them at the right time. All you then have to do is make sure that your offer is right. So right person, right time, right offer. So what we want to do is pick the right platform. What I recommend is YouTube, obviously. Yes, you could also go onto Google as well if you wanted. Other search engines as well. Again, a good little extension. But what I like about the YouTube is that the videos are also warming people. They're giving some value. They're getting to know you. They're understanding who you are before they actually move on to the next step. And then the case is, obviously, if we understand the audience and who they are, then we can create videos on YouTube that we know are going to be highly targeted to them. And then we will filter people off to our offer. And if that offer is congruent, then guess what? You're going to make sales. You're going to get leads. It's all going to work. So if I get in front of the right person at the right time with the right offer, I'm going to make sales. It is that simple. So that's the strategy. Obviously, we'll go through that in more detail. So if you would like to see a walkthrough case study of one of our clients that after just 2 months of implementing this strategy, she is getting over 400% ROI, and that is also during these uncertain times. So nothing has dipped or changed for us. So this strategy is a very simple, it's a very obvious one, but executed well will work incredibly well. I will go through that training in more detail. As I said, we'll go into the different types of YouTube strategies that we're using and the different YouTube ads there actually are. I'll take you through those, and then I'll show you inside that case study client so you can see a walkthrough of the exact simple funnel that we are using to make sure that is working to get her 400% ROI. As always, any questions, ask in the comments, but please, if you're going to sell anything, make sure you get your platform right, understand who your audience are, know that the offer is slightly different to what you're actually going to be giving them. So again, the offer is what they want. The product may be what they actually need. So if you get that formula right and you're always in front of the right person at the right time with the right offer, then you will make sales. All right. As always, any questions, just ask in the link below. If you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe to this video and ping the notification bell so you get notifications each and every time we create new content. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you either inside that training that is in the description. Otherwise, I'll see you inside the next video that we create on this channel. Thanks for watching.